Hold on to your vinyl. It's Prog Hat.
Hello and welcome back to the channel. Thanks for being here and clicking on this video. In this video, I'm going to show some recent vinyl finds that I picked up during the month of July that's coming to an end pretty soon here. So wow, man, the months are flying by. Earlier in the week, I heard the shocking and tragic news of an artist that I love his music, and that's John Mayall. Rest in peace. And prayers to his family and friends, one of the great musicians of all time. Recently, over the few years, I've started to pick up John Mayall records. Whenever I go to my record store, I look under him and pick up ones that I don't have. And I've been really enjoying his music. I'm one of those ones that's been late to the party on John Mayall. I mean, I've heard of him, I've heard some of his music, and I've always liked it. So I don't remember the first record I got, but my collection is slowly building. And so with that, before I go into that, I'm going to leave a link to 8 Vinyl Low's channel. She did a great tribute video to him, and she is a big fan, and I really encourage you to go check it out. Her video. She has an awesome collection. Now, I might have shown this record, but I'm forgetting a lot of times. But this is the one that I picked up. This is the latest edition, John Mayall. Came out in 1974. I guess at one point he had looks like he has a cast on his leg. I guess he sprang or broke his leg. I don't know the whole story. But this is a really good album. Straight up blues, rock, harmonica blues. I really recommend this album. This is one of my favorites. There's a lot of great tunes on there. Next is an album that came out around the early 80s, and I've been picking up their records. I think I have 2 or 3 now, and this will be either the 3rd or 4th one. The Dregs, Unsung Heroes. This album right here, they got nominated for a Grammy Award or something, some kind of an award. But yeah, I really do enjoy this band, their music. I call it like jazz fusion rock. It's just great stuff on Arista Records. This next record, I've seen people post in some of these Facebook record groups that I'm in, and this record was getting a lot of attention. So I found it really cheap, and it's Stephen Stills. I'm not going to even attempt to say, but the album is called Down the Road. This is really good. I listened to this album about 4 or 5 times, and I really enjoy it. It's got a few, I don't know all the stories about all the musicians on here, but I know Chris Hellman, he was one of the Byrds, and I love this photo in the back. But this is a really good record, and I'm glad to have it. Next, I finally found a copy that's cover's a little bit worn, but that's okay. It was $5 plus tax. Deep Purple and Rock. Sometimes these are overly priced for very worn out, used Deep Purple records, if you know what I mean by that. But it's in really good shape inside the cover. And this one this is probably nothing new to those who love Deep Purple, but this has Speed King, Child in Time, Flat of the Rat, Living Wreck, and Hard Loving Man. Those are my favorites on here. That Child in Time, it sounded really good. I gave it a really good clean. It's on that forest looking, I did have to show it, Warner Brothers label. Really, really good record. I got a few more here to show. This is a Christian artist, I think, because Sparrow Records was a Christian music label back in the 70s. And I remember a long time ago in one of the malls that that's still around, that I still go to once in a while, they had a Christian music store. And I remember going in there, and they had records and cassettes. I don't think CDs were yet, but I could be wrong. But I remember going in there and like really digging the album covers. And I don't know if I ever bought anything in there, but it was pretty neat. But anyway, I picked up Cosmic Cowboy by Barry McGuire. And I think he's famous for another song, but I might be getting the artist confused. But I'm wondering if this is the guy who wrote this song called Eve of Destruction. Maybe not. But yeah, this is I don't really know much about this record, but yeah. So, and let me show what that looks like, that Sparrow Records. So just a real peaceful looking, like early in the morning label here, Sparrow Records. I have quite a few Christian albums that I really do love a lot. Now this was a find, and it was worth it. It was $14.99 plus tax. I couldn't believe I found it, and it had the poster. It's a double live album, Bob Dylan at Budokan. I remember being young, and a lot of people, well, it seemed some people were disappointed by this, and I'll kind of share a little bit about that. That on this live album, this was around, I believe, after the release of his album Street Legal, and he went on tour. But on here you get some really classic Dylan tunes, but they're like altered versions from the originals, and maybe some fans didn't really like that. I've always liked this album. It's really, really good. And I was glad to find it. Did not have it in my Dylan collection. And what I understand is, too, there's woodwind instruments, backing singers, and most of the most of the musicians on the Street Legal album are with him on this tour. And I did mention, it's really hard, from what I remember, to find these with the poster, and this one had the poster, and I don't know if they took real good care of the poster, let's put it that way. And I'm going to try my best to show it, and then I'm going to move on to my last. But here's the poster. There it is, Bob Dylan. Really cool poster. I really love this. I don't know if I'm going to hang this up. I don't think I am, but it's really cool to find this with the poster. A lot of times you don't ever come across, so that was a bonus. That was worth the money, and like I said, it was under $20, and it's in really good shape. Of course, I'll have to spin clean it because it does have some dust, and like I said, it's on that, we all know Columbia Records, the red label. But yeah, this album came out in '78. It's really, really, I like what he does here. I don't mind him doing different, because I heard that of Bob Dylan, that people that played with him didn't know what he would do. You know, he'd probably, I don't know, like he probably would just go, hey, we're going to do it, but we're going to do it this way. We're going to do it with some swing to it, some kick to it. You know, just to throw that in there, throw a wrench into everything. That's Mr. Dylan for you. Now, my last record was a dollar fine, but I love this record. It features Leonard Bernstein, and he does some Rachmaninoff concert in number 2 in C minor, and Rhapsody on theme of, I don't even know how to say it, but I like the way this record sounds. It sounded really, really good. I played this one a lot. And yeah, Leonard Bernstein. And so yeah, I've been picking up records by him, and my other favorite, Eugene Normandy. I really like Ormandy. Hopefully I said that right. Well, folks, that's what I wanted to share. Some of my findings from this month of July, here and there, where, you know, you just never know where I'll pop up at and do some vinyl digging. And so hopefully you enjoy these videos, and you let me know in the comments below, Your thoughts on that Budokan? Oh, before I go, there is a complete, from what I understand, of that Bob Dylan that came out, I forget when, maybe a year ago or recently. It's a complete. Hopefully I'll get that, but right now those box sets are a little pricey for me. Anyway, folks, take care.